Hello everyone, hope you all are fine and safe at your home. In this video, we are going to start with the chapter 2 of economics, that is sectors of Indian economy. This chapter discusses the various sectors of Indian economy and their importance for our country. In this video, you will learn about the topics such as sectors of economic activities, how to count the various goods and services, and what is the historical changes in the sectors. And our aim is that you people can easily learn about the sectors on the basis of economic activities. You can know about the gross domestic product and how there is a changes in the different sectors. Now, the economic activities are classified into the different groups using some important criteria, and these groups are known as the sectors of the economy. People around us are engaged in many of the activities to earn the livelihood. The activities which result in production of goods and services, or you can say that which are helpful in adding the national income of the country, are known as the economic activities. And those activities which are done for the self consumptions or which do not add to the national income, that is called a non economic activities. So now we will discuss about the economic activities. Now the sector of economic activities is divided on the basis of three, that is primary, secondary, tertiary. So the sectors of Indian economy on the basis of their activities have three parts: primary, secondary and tertiary. So let's start with the primary sector. There are many activities that are undertaken by directly using the natural resources, and these activities are the part of the primary sector and form the base for all other products that are made. It is also referred to as an agriculture and related sectors. For example, fishing, mining. Next is secondary sector. This sector covers the activities in which natural products of the primary sectors are changed into other forms through industrial activities. Since this sector gradually become associated with the different kinds of industries that come up, it is also known as the industrial sector. For example, making of the sugar by using sugarcane as a raw material. Third sector is tertiary sector. These are the activities that help in the development of the primary and secondary sector by providing an aid or a support to the production process. Since these activities generate services, therefore, this sector is also known as the service sector. For example, banking, insurance, transportation. Now, these three sectors are dependent on each other. I will tell you one example to explain this. If we take the example of potatoes are grown, that is a primary activity, and the manufacturing units, the industrialists, they take the potatoes from the farmers to make the chips. So that means chips are made in a manufacturing unit, or it is called a industrial sector or the secondary sector. And then those chips are transported to the market. So that means tertiary sector is helping the goods to reach the market or to reach the people. Thus, these three sectors are dependent on each other. Now let's students talk about GDP. What GDP is? GDP is the value of the final goods and services produced in a country by all the sectors. You people have learned that there are three sectors. Now, whatever goods are produced in these three sectors, they are added together, which is called GDP, gross domestic product. Now, GDP is important because it gives the information about how an economy is performing. Increase in GDP is a good sign of a healthy and prosperous economy. The value of goods and services in the all three sectors are calculated and then added up. The value of final goods include the value of all the intermediate goods that are used in making the final product. So, the value of intermediate goods is not considered while calculating the GDP. The value of final goods and services produced in each sector during a particular year provides the total production of the sector of that year. In India, the ministry along with the various government departments collect the information and then estimate the GDP. Now students, our next topic is that what historical changes in the sectors. Now, from the last few years there has been changes in the sectors. It has been generally noticed that at the initial stages of the development, primary sector is of the utmost importance. As the method of farming has changed and agriculture sector began to prosper, many people could take up the other activities. Most of the goods were produced with the natural products from the primary sector and most people were employed in this sector. Over a period of 100 years, new methods of manufacturing were introduced. Now, new factories came up and started expanding. Those people who were earlier working on the farms now began to work in the factories in a large numbers. Students, people began to use many more goods that were produced in the factories at a cheap rate. And then there was again shift. So in the past 100 years, there has been a further shift from the secondary to the tertiary sector in the developed countries. The service sector has become the most important in terms of the total production. Most of the working people are also employed in a service sector. Service sector become important and this is the general pattern observed in a developed countries. So students, in this video you learn about the sectors that are divided on the basis of economic activities, that are primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector. Then GDP. GDP is important because it gives us the information about how the economy is performing. And then changes in the sectors. Firstly, primary sector was most important. Then with the changes or with the new method of manufacturing, factories came up and the people started working in the factories. Then again there was a change from the secondary sector to the tertiary sector, and it is observed in the developed countries that service sector is an important sector. And thank you very much.